Hey Marcus, Matthew here with freeprescriptionlenses.com, and I'm going to show you how I cut prescription lenses for your RayBan. What is this one? The 3509, color 001, the 63 eye size, which is the tortoise and gold. This frame sells for $175, and I'm going to cut your prescription lenses in it so you can go vacation in Mexico. So I'm Jamaica, excuse me. So I'm going to take the lenses out of your frame. I'm going to put your frame into the tracing element of my Santanelli LE1000 patternless edger. Sorry if I missed any of that, but I'm a professional optician. I am not a professional cinematographer, but nonetheless, it has just finished tracing your right lens and is now about to trace your left lens here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed with quality. You buy the frame and you get free, clear, single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription lenses. You pay the upgrade to the sunglasses and that is it. So I'm going to pull your shape up on the computer. I'm going to put your pupillary distance in. Your 34 in both eyes, which is a combined PD of 68. Tells me I need a 74 millimeter blank. Let me pull this out and see if this is 74 millimeters. Let's hold this the right side. It's closer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this manually. I'm going to go old school. So you have a frame PD of 76. Your, oops, what am I hitting? Your PD is 68. So I'm just going to decenter manually. This is a polycarbonate lens being cut for a metal frame. And so, let me do the math real quick. Even though I can do it in my head, I refuse to. So 76, which is the frame PD, minus your PD, which is 68. Gives me 8, so I'm going to decenter 4 millimeters manually. So your right eye reads a -3 minus 75 at 147. I'm going to spin the axis wheel of my Marco 101 lensometer to 147. I'm going to put the power drum at -3, and I'm going to rotate your lens until it comes into focus clearly. There we go. Check for your astigmatism. We are good there. Everything is lined up perfectly. And I'm going to put some red dots on your lenses. It may be hard for you to see, so I'm going to hold them up to the light and I'm going to darken them so I can see them a little better. And let me actually do that again so I can see them better. Let me just wet this down. I know you're leaving on vacation. I do not want to make any mistakes. I've got to get these right on the first try. So, even if you were in town forever, I still want to get these right on the first try. Nothing changes there, but I've just got no margin of error. I want to make sure I nail these for you. So back to putting the dots on the lenses. Now we can see those a little bit better. And this is the right lens. I'm going to put that into the blocker for now. Now I'm going to do your left lens, which is a -375 sphere. So the power drum at 375. And I'm going to rotate the lens until it comes in perfectly. We are good there. I'm going to put some dots on the lenses. Actually, it's going to be turned this way. Let me do that. Let me find that optical center. We are at 375. I'm going to find it. The left lens, we're doing this way, so we're going to do it like that. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Now we are cooking. Getting messy, but that's the center dot that I want to see right there. So, I need to put this little block on here. That's what's going to keep it in place while it is cutting. So, believe it or not, 3M, the same people who make post-it notes, make some little sticky pads, double-sided adhesive stickers. So, I'm going to take this off and I'm going to stick that on that one side, pull away the tape to make sure that side is sticky. And I'm going to manually decenter 4 millimeters. Essentially, I've got like the crosshairs of a scope. I have a vertical meridian and a horizontal, and normally I would place it dead center, but I've moved it off center by 4 millimeters because I have to move the lens in order to fit into the frame just perfectly. So I'm going to set that down for now and grab your left lens. Let's see, that is the left. Hold that up just right, make sure everything is oriented perfectly, and we are good. So I'm going to put this, let's see, the left goes this way. Why am I turning around? I got too many dots on here. This thing was wet. Let me do it all over again. No mistakes, no mistakes. Just got too much moisture on there. So let me just block this again. The left lens, let me see, is holding up here. Put that in the block that way. That is going to be the right, the left. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Minus 375. Minus 375. Okay. And let me put that in there. And actually use a fresh one so you can see the black side is the sticky side. This one's causing me to think. This is a good challenge for me. Usually I can do this when I'm brain dead. Okay, that is blocked on there perfectly. That is the left lens. Put this in. Oh, you know what? I did that dead center. I need to decenter manually, 4 millimeters. So let me put this back in there. I'm glad I caught that. Decenter 4 millimeters manually. And there we go. So that can be the right side. We will see. So put the right lens into the chuck and hit start. First thing that's going to happen is these calipers are going to come down and trace the back surface, the concave side first, to make sure that this cuts out. And then it's going to trace the convex side, which is the front surface, which sits away from the face. Measuring the thickness of the lens to know exactly where to place the bevel. So it works perfectly. The actual cutting wheel is down here on the left. That's what's going to grind away your polycarbonate material, and this wheel that's in the center, that channel that's on there, that bevel, it's going to put the bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. I will have to close the door in a moment due to the sound, but for now I just want to see as your prescription lens touches down on the cutting wheel. So your prescription reads, I did put that on upside down, hang on, I'm studying that. Right lens would be like that, left lens would be like this. So I'll flip it over in the chuck. Yeah, there we go. We are good to go. We are good to go. But your prescription reads, sorry, just thinking out loud, and I got stickers covering your phone number and email so that all your fans can't call you and email you at all hours of the night. But your prescription reads -3, -75 at 147. That was your right lens. The -375 sphere on the left. So you've heard of ounces, gallons, and pounds, where the unit of measurement in the optical field is called a diopter, and that is spelled D-I-O-P-T-E-R. And everything is in quarter increments where no value, no prescription starts at 0 and goes to 0.25, 0.50, 75, 1, and so on. Well, you need 12 steps of correction for your right eye. Without your glasses on, objects are actually larger than they appear, so when you put your glasses on, it will minify to the correct size. You have 3 steps of astigmatism in your right eye, and astigmatism is what makes everything fuzzy. So this first number gets everything to correct size. This number takes away the fuzzy edges. It's the fine-tune knob, if you will, and this 147 just tells us where to turn everything. If this were 0 and 180, being a straight line, with 90 being in the center, we would turn to 147, and that would just clear everything up. You have no astigmatism in your left eye, but you actually need about 15 steps of correction. So if this were a ladder, you're on the 15th rung. So, to get everything minified to the correct size. If you notice, there is water running in the background, but polycarbonate cuts dry, where plastic and high index cut wet. Now your lenses are the thinner and lighter weight polycarbonate material. They are virtually unbreakable. Your lenses are bulletproof up to 22 caliber and have both UVA and UVB protection. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin. Now that I think about it, I do want to re-block this one. Let me just take that block off. I'm going to start all over again. That is the left. I'm going to put that on there. Find the optical center. Put that on there. Get that dot there perfect. Put that on there. Pull the sticker away. No margin of error. No margin of error. Okay, so the right lens is done. Before I try and mount it, the one last thing I want to do is put a safety bevel on here. You still have some rough edges from where this was cutting. So I'm going to go to my handstone, which is completely flat. I can put my finger on it while it's running, and my finger gets warm, but it is that friction that allows me to smooth off those edges. And as you can see, there's this little white powdery substance that's coming off your lens. That is called Schwarf. I use my fingernail to scrape as much of that away as I can. And once it is off your lens and onto the counter, I carefully collect it all, and then I wipe it on the floor. And this is where I say, kids, stay in school. I went to school for years to learn how to make a mess like this. So if you want to learn to grow up and make a mess, you gotta stay in school. Now, if I were lucky, I could pop this lens right in there. I'm not going to be that lucky, so I'm actually going to have to take the frame apart. There we go. It did pop in. We are good. We are good. And I'm going to do the... Nope, I still got to keep working on it. So, this one's a little tricky, so I'm going to use my screwdriver to remove that screw from out of there. That fell into the tray. Good. So I'm going to open that up until that pops in. I'm just going to take that out of the frame. Put your lens inside, and then push that back in there, and we are good. We are good. This one is just a little tricky with the mount, but that doesn't concern you. I'm the one who has to work on them, so I'm going to do the work. Let me see if I can tuck the outer corner in first. This one is a good challenge. Real good challenge. I am going to get it. I am going to get it, because no one is more stubborn than me. Except my wife. She's more stubborn than me. Don't make me take that second one out, but I might just have to. What if I loosened it? What if I loosened it? Just a little bit at first. We can always do more. I think I am going to have to. I am going to have to. Let me take that one out. These are tiny screws. I was hoping to avoid that, but there's no getting around it. So, now I'm going to mount your lens into the frame. That is that, and now I'm going to tuck that back into... Boy, this is a slippery one. It's still alive. It wants to fight me. It wants to fight me. Let's get that back in there just right. Are we good to go? Not yet. Not yet. So I hope you're enjoying watching me struggle with this. This is a good one. Gracious, you, gracious. There we go. We are mounted all the way around. Let me tuck this back into the frame. I think I'm going to need to take it down 1/10 of a millimeter, so let me do that. You can always cut more off of a lens. You can never add it back on. So I programmed the machine to start a little bit large and then work its way down. Work the magic. So in that case, I can go ahead and start putting this back together again. I'm going to put the bottom screw in first and just keep working on the top one. Come here, screw. Come here, screw. Get my Phillips head and tighten that one back down. We are good. Now where'd that other screw run off to? It's down here somewhere in the bottom of the tray. Thought I felt it. Thought I had my finger on it. Take that one off. That one off. And where are you hiding at? Did you fall on the counter? Where did you go? Where did you hide at? So it's here on the counter. And of course, I was afraid of that. So I got another one as a spare just to be ready. Let me take one out of this one, which is the black and silver one. Take that one out. Let's see if that will pick it up. Come on out of there. There you go. Just curious, did that thing stick to one of these stickers? No, it did not. Is it inside this piece of paper? Let me turn that over so people can't see your address. I'll have that one. I am going to use my pick 'em up pliers to grab this one by. These are some tiny screws. Put that one there. There we go. Put that back on the magnetic toolbar. Take this one out now. Back to the handstone. Back to the safety bevel. Back to my thumbnail, scraping it all off. And let me see. See if I can get this one tucked in nicely. It just can't be that nice. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Why couldn't you do that first time around? All this bottom corner still wants to be stubborn. Let's see if I can tuck it in at the outside corners first, and then using my thumbs press down at the nose. Nope, got to take the whole thing out again. Okay. Where's my other screwdriver? Take that screw out and hold it over the tray so I don't lose that one. Put that one there. This is going to come out, and I'm going to get that lens mounted in here one more time. Hopefully it'll do a better job of fitting. There we go. Whoops. This is a tough one. First time I've worked on this frame. It's a brand new frame. They just came out with it. Just came out. But now that I see that, I can see a chance to scrape a little bit more of that away just to clean up the finished product. Something tells me I'm going to go over my 20-minute limit, and this video is going to be cut off. All this may be in vain. You may not even get a chance to see it. There we go. Let me put that one screw back in there. Tiny, tiny screw. Get in that hole. Get in the hole. Use my Phillips blade screwdriver. Tighten that one up. I'm going to put the second one in there. And the right lens is done. So let me flip the machine over and we're going to cut the left. Okay. In goes the left. And did I decenter that manually? Let me see. I don't want to screw up. Let me do it again. How many times can I do this? 4 millimeters to the left. 4 millimeters to the left. Better safe than sorry. 4 millimeters to the left, and we are good. So now I can put the left in and hit start. And just like before, the calipers are going to come down and trace the shape of your left lens this time to make sure the lens is large enough to cut out. Tracing the back surface closest to your eyelashes, and then it's going to move over and trace the front surface of the lens. So that's done. I want to keep working on your right lens. I'm going to take this block off. It is no longer needed. Pull that off the front. Pull that sticker off. Dry everything off there. Make sure that red dot is still there, and it is. The axis wheel should still be on 147. I'm going to put it in over that red dot and measure. And I'm getting -3, -75 for your astigmatism correction. And then we'll just wait to see. I can go ahead and start taking this one apart. Hopefully I can get it done by just taking the one screw out this time. Let me see if I can pinch it together and pick it up with that screwdriver. Oh, where's my special tool? Gotta have the right tool for the job, or believe it or not, this tool works for this. That's why I keep it here. Just an extra set of sharp fingernails. Okay. While that is cutting, where did that other screw run off to? That ain't it. I'll find it. I will find it. Just don't like to lose anything. We're good to go. We are good to go. So if you notice your lens is still completely flat all the way around the edges like a nickel, it could stand up on the counter by itself. And now it's actually putting the bevel onto the lens. Let's see if that will pop out like that. Would I be so lucky? We'll see when I go to mount it. We shall see. So a water cycle is kicking in at the very end just to wash away any optical debris. Okay, let's go ahead and take this out. Dry everything off. Put the safety bevel on there. Use my thumbnail to scrape it all off again. I'm not going to miss a spot. Get it with that nail if I got to. Okay. Dry your lens off again. Almost forgot. Wipe that on the floor. Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright, so let's try and get this mounted. Hopefully it's not going to work me as hard this time, or else I'm going to need to go on vacation to Jamaica with you. You can't just leave me here. As hard as I've worked making your sunglasses, you ought to take me along on vacation. Alright, let me tuck that back in there. See if I can tuck that in first. Push down at the nose. Nope, I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. The way I don't like to. So let me pull this screw out. And I'm definitely going to drop this one in the tray and not lose it. There it is. I see it sitting there now. So let me go ahead and get this lens mounted. Make sure it's the right size. Yeah, we're good there. Make sure that's tucked in all the way around. So, Marcus, why couldn't you buy a plastic frame like I'm wearing? Make everything so easy. Working me to death on this one. Let's see if I offer this frame again. I might just have to say this one is discontinued. No longer available. I'm working 100 hours a week to make glasses. I don't have to work any more than I need to. Let me get that one in there. Oh, you just wanted to fall out again, didn't you? Okay. Put that in. Man, I wish I had some little skinny kid fingers at this point. Got my fat fingers trying to put these little tiny screws in. Alright, let me tighten that up. That ain't going in, is it? Let me put this other one in. Come on, you. Take it back apart again. Whew! This is the challenge. This is the challenge late in the day. Who wants to cut this one? As hard as it is working me. Whew. Do I need to take it down some more? Do I need to take it down some more? Come on, RayBan, you could have designed this better. You could have designed this better. I think I need to take it down some more. All right, 1/10 of a millimeter. Let's go. Let's keep going. Down a little bit more. Back to the bevel wheel. Give me a chance to put the little pickup blade on there. Where'd my screwdriver go? Where does that go? Okay, there we go. That is one screw, and where's the other one? There it is. Put that screw there so I can see it. What time is it now? 8:40. Let's make this happen. Okay. Real quick, back to the handstone. Scrape that off. Wipe all that onto the floor, dry your lens off, just like before. Now let's see if it'll fit inside a little bit better this time. Once I get it to the correct size. There we go. Now go inside the frame. Now go. Whoops, pop back out again. Stay, stay, stay. You just don't want to cooperate with me. This would be a good time to have 3 and 4 sets of fingers, or hands. I just don't have enough hands to press all the way around. Okay, well, now let's try putting the screws in again. Put that one in. Put the other one in here. Whew! I've had easier ones. Let me do a final inspection and look. We're good to go. This is going to hold up well for your vacation. Yeah, we are good. We are good. So I'm going to pop that block off. And I don't have to check your prescription, although I know it's going to be a -375, and we are good. I'm going to hold this up to the light. I'm going to put the 0 next to my thumb on your right lens. And I'm getting 68 millimeters on the left. So I just want to make sure it's in standard alignment, meaning that there is no wobble when I set it on the counter. I push my thumbs down, there is no wobble. Flip it over, same thing. Make sure that each temple overlaps perfectly, and it does. Same amount of tension on each hinge. Marcus, I think I've earned a trip to Jamaica. What you think? Making me work this hard. I know, you gotta look cute with these. It's just my job and I got to do it. I'll quit my complaining. I see why I sell the Geek Chic glasses so much now. I'm gonna have to keep pushing those. Stay away from this one. So that's it. Marcus, I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle with this. Anyone else out there, just email me at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com if you have any questions. And everyone else have seen how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.